All right, now time for an underused series that's been overlooked by so many people, even though at times it's kind of meant for the benefit, really. Bakugan, a great series back in the day. It was definitely the show we all watched during the late 2000s, early 2010s. Am I right, man?
Dude, Bakugan was my childhood. That aside from Ben 10 and a few other things, this was my childhood. I remember collecting Bakugan like they were Pokemon. I had to catch them all. I even remember getting the Bakugan game and I was so happy.
Yeah, I bothered my parents so hard for that game because I really wanted that game. So it was a dopamine addiction, bro. And I was so happy. It's a really good game too. It did not disappoint. Yeah, and Drago is absolutely my favorite character. And also, I think he has the most forms out of any anime character of all time.
You think this would be Drago's final form, but psych! He has a new evolution ready.
Yeah, and that's all in the original run. But for now, we're just ranking the ships of Bakugan. And before someone says something about shipping children, again, I literally did a Pokemon video, an Avatar. It has nothing to do with being sexual. It's just pure romantic love, you know?
Yeah, plus there has been actual ships in the series. So
absolutely. Absolutely, and also in the original Japanese version, you know when Runo was fighting against one of the, the sage users of the elements? In the Japanese, she says, "I love you, Dan. I love you forever and always." And in the dub, they just change it to, say like, "Friends forever, Dan," which is kind of funny which is a funny change when you think about it. It's like, oh, she just French zone Dan so hard that it just ruptured the world. So yeah, speaking of which, that's probably the first ship up first. Dan and Runo.
I'd probably put this in A tier. Like they're both hot. I'm not putting it in S tier. I don't know why, but like I'm not putting it in S tier. But like I can't put it in A tier. They're both hotheads, but they do work well together as well. Plus, you know, they did get together. There was mutual interest there.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of surprised you don't want to put it in S tier, because I would argue that it does belong in S tier, because, well, yeah, they both like are hard-headed at the beginning. They do like later soften up, and then we got that episode where Reno confesses her love in the Japanese version for Dan.
Okay, yeah.
And also, like, even after that, we have like moments of like subtlety, like when Dan leaves. We saw Reno's like hand movements conveying her, you know, body language of her not wanting Dan to leave, or, you know, wanting to be with him. Heck, and even she literally tried to go see Dan again, in a different form. So like, there's a lot of love and care there. So I'm kind of surprised you don't want to put this on S tier.
Now that you said that, we might as well just bump it up to S tier.
Drago and Tigera, what do you think?
Honestly, I put this in, like, I'm not gonna lie, I cannot see a relationship between these two happening.
Yeah,
I put them in bromance probably.
Oh yeah, I'll put it on bromance too. They had fun moments with each other. I think like in the Carnival Festival, like, Tigera, my friend, I don't think we can ever understand humans. All right, next one up is Dan in the Chun-Li inspired character.
Her name is Chan Li.
Her name is Chan. Okay. All right. Wow. Talk about subtle. Okay. They had like one battle and don't talk to each other like since. I would put this on F.
I do not see anything happening between these two. Put it on F, please.
All right. Next one up is Dan and, who are you?
Oh, that's Fabia from Gandalian Invaders. She's the princess of Nithia, I think.
I like her design, but I can't really say much, really. Since you take the course here.
Honestly, this is just gonna be me, my honest opinion. I see them as nothing but friends. But if you want to put them in, you know, like, if there is any shipping potential for them, I'd probably put them at D or C at most, but probably D. I can see something happening, but I'm not giving it, you know, pure relationship status, seeing something happening.
Now it's Shun in her.
Okay, I actually see something here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually see something here. I think I probably put this in B tier.
Now for let's go into a shit that we both have something to say on. Runo and Alice. I would say bromance, really. Nothing much to say there. Like, Runo's there. She gave Alice a home when she is in need and such, and a job.
Is it funny that I had a crush on Alice when I was a kid?
Very funny. Very funny. Actually, let's bring this up. This next one up next. Is this gay or straight?
Masquerade, the reverse trap. God, that was the biggest. I remember that episode. That was the biggest plot twist I've ever remembered in my childhood.
I remember that episode too. I remember watching the episode on TV. I was like, what?
That's something you do not expect. So, let's see. Dan and Masquerade. These two were like these two were just ops. Like they just wanted smoke with each other. They were full-on enemies. Hell, remember Masquerade even sent Dan and Drago to the Doom Dimension.
Yeah, so where would he put this?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting this in F. I cannot see anything happening between these two. Even if Masquerade is really Alice.
Okay.
I put this in F.
Okay, speaking of Alice, Dan and Alice. The straight one.
Okay, I can see any potential, but like I don't see anything happening. I probably put this in D.
Yeah, probably because it's awkward. Like, Alice, remember when you were a Masquerade and you sent me to the Doom Dimension?
The only reason I put this in D and not Masquerade and Dan is because Masquerade and Dan were enemies. Alice and Dan are actually friends. So.
And next up is Alice and
Klaus. I think I put this in maybe low D, or F, one of the two.
I would pick F because, like, when have they interacted since then? Next one up is, I think this is the last Alice ship. Okay, next one up is Alice and, what's his name? I recall that there was, like, a shipping among these two way back then. I think this is, like, the closest
I could actually see that because, like, she was his last thoughts before he died.
So, what do you think, C tier?
I'd probably put this in C or B, one of the two.
I'll put this on C. Maybe if I rewatch the series at one point and see this, I'll probably like put it on a B tier. All right, next one up is Julie and Runo, which I think it's romance because like Julie was basically Runo's wing girl for Dan, which is ironic. Nothing much to say there. All right, Julie and Dan. I always find it weird that Julie had a crush on Dan.
Yeah, like I honestly thought like if it wasn't for Dan and Runo, I thought Julie would have gotten together with Dan, but I also remember there was Bully also, so Bully and Julie suited each other more in my opinion. So like, yeah, I think we can put this in C.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like, you know, like there's better options for these two. Yeah, speaking of Billy and Julie, might as well put that one in next. Kind of surprised that Billy didn't show up for the rest of the series.
Yeah, I'd probably put this in like A or B probably. Plus these two also had history together as well.
Yeah, childhood friends. And I do love the good old childhood friends turned lovers thing. All right, next one up is Shonen Runo. I think it's D tier, really.
Yeah, send us the D. Send us the D.
Like, yeah, they're good friends and all, but that's about it. Next one up is Shonen Dan. I don't know why I almost called him Sasuke.
Yeah, send us the bromance.
All right, now it's this guy in Chan Lee.
Okay, Joe and Chan Lee. Yeah, I put this in A or B because like there was an interest between these two in the series, and I did see that even when I was a kid.
Wow. I mean, yeah, but the fact that, well, I don't think we see Joe at all after after the first season, huh? And I don't think he showed up at all for New Vestroia.
Plus the guy was sickly for the entirety of the first season.
Okay, now it's Noivern and Dragaroony. I think this is S tier. Oh, these look so cute here. They look so cute. Wait, are they kids here? They look young. They look so cute. They look like mini Godzillas.
I think there was an interest between the two of them. I think this was the genuine only shipping I've seen for the Bakugan.
Where do you put this? Honestly, I'll put this on S tier because I find it cute.
Honestly, I would put this on S tier or A tier because like this was the first and only Bakugan pairing that I can even remember in the series.
Agreed. All right, next one up is Dan and Mira.
Honestly, again, I could see something between these two, but like these two are better off set as friends. So maybe like I don't know, C or B.
Yeah, I will put this on C. I can see why people ship them. I really do, especially with Mira's personality. I don't mind putting this on C tier. Like it's a good pair. Okay, Shadow and Mylene.
Yep. Honestly, these two were like oil and water. But in their final moments together, you could just see there was something there. Like it's making me wonder what happened behind the scenes.
Well, these look like they look like a goth pair that met at a cafe.
Honestly, I think I put it in a C tier or B tier, but because I can genuinely see that happening. But like I wish we got to see more because they did show that there was something going on there before they died.
All right, and Gus in Spectra. Where do you put it?
I'd put that in A. I'm not gonna lie. I put that in A. Like you'd say Gus was expected as ride or die, and that would be the case there because like yeah, you could put that in bromance, but you can also put that in A tier as well. I can also put that in A tier because I can genuinely see something happening between those two.
All right. And yeah, now that's about it for the Bakugan shits. We blitzed through them pretty fast. I'm very satisfied. I don't feel like we missed anything important. And yes, I purposely ignored the reboots because no one cares about the reboots. Thank you so much for joining me today, Ghost. It was really nice to revisit childhood memory lane. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and have let us know what your favorite Bakugan ships down below is, and have a great day.
You stand so tall with the weight of the world on your shoulders.